JJ and Leaf, are you ready?
It's a small town, buds under neon lights, chilling on a Friday, chasing the nights. Life's a bit heavy, but we keep it bright. Living and goofing, everything feels right. Stories we tell in the simple place, living our dreams in a slow-paced race. Put on a show, let the good times flow. With every heartbeat, we just take it slow.
What's up, everybody? It's Leaf.
It's JJ. Your phone locked.
Let me just... No, it didn't. It just went dark.
Sadie, come on. So, how was your week?
It was interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
definitely
went fishing with Aiden. That was
Nice.
cool. Caught a lot of creek chub. It's like... that
Yeah,
tiny.
little
Little
small
tiny,
fish, yeah.
I killed one on
preferably bait.
accident. I killed one on accident. I felt bad. I put a blueberry on the end of my hook. Cast it out. It was like a second. Reeled it in. It swallowed the whole hook.
Literally.
I know it's a bait fish.
Bait
but
fish.
I felt bad. I was like, oh, don't do it. Like it swallowed it, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry if you're hearing dogs barking. I'm house sitting. That's why you don't see us inside at the moment.
Yeah, it's okay though. That's a nice little area.
Oh, definitely. Especially quiet unless you
count
have
the
these dogs barking.
But no, it was interesting. You know, work was fine.
Yeah,
School?
I'm not liking my new job as much as I loved my old one, but
Yeah.
I'm getting
See-
paid good money, so.
I forgot about school with the McDonald's and all the games. Oh, we got.
Oh yeah, you got
we
soccer,
got-
football
we got
right now
rushed
going
by
on,
this girls'
and
Romulus
volleyball.
team.
Oh yeah, you got volleyball, which is I think Romulus doesn't have a
don't know.
volleyball team. I think they mix with no, I don't even think they mix with South Seneca. I don't think any girls at Romulus want to play volleyball. I don't know if the team has ever been mixed.
I don't really follow any of the school sports anymore.
Neither do I. I know football's most likely still mixed. Same thing with track. It's probably still mixed, even though I think Romulus has got a track on at their
I don't
school.
think so.
No, I think they built one.
That'd
Romulus
be
got
good for them.
funding.
That'd be cool.
If-
Go against Romulus.
Yeah, but with what, the 10 kids that they have on their track team?
10 kids we probably got.
Yeah, they're most likely on our track team because that's all they have. It's like 10 kids that are interested. Like, that school's just so small. I'm surprised they were even able to build a basketball team.
Well, yeah. Because what was it? I think the year we graduated, they only had like 10 kids graduate. Not saying none of them didn't
it was about
graduate.
15
It was
or
just
20, I think.
it was
a very
just Romulus
small,
Romulus
small
is a
school.
small town. in
small
general.
town, and that's just such a small school. Their elementary, middle, and high school are all pretty much in the same building.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, yeah, they're all in the
Yeah,
same
it's all
building.
in the same building.
And that just shows you
I
how
wonder how that
small that
works.
school is. High school's in one area, middle school's in the next, and elementary school's a little bit bigger because you have more grades in elementary. And elementary is pretty much ground level. Your high school will be up top. Middle school will probably be down at the bottom.
I'm surprised they didn't do like 4, 4, and 4. Why'd we go 5, 3, 4?
Well, so typically, sometimes fifth grade will be considered middle school, or sixth grade will be considered elementary.
See, that's even worse. 6, 2, and 4.
It,
I don't know. That's weird.
don't know who
You just want to
created
do
the
4,
whole.
4, 4. Or
I don't know who created the whole system, but
kills the bumblebee.
I was gonna flick it. It's not even a bumblebee. It's an actual bee that sucker will sting you.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll flick it. I don't like bees. It's a yellow jacket. If I'm not
Also, I
mistaken.
think I'm the only one here that's not allergic. Right?
I'm not allergic.
You're not allergic?
No.
You're not?
No, I
Why
just
did
don't like
I
getting
thought
stung because they
you
fucking
were.
hurt.
No? Who was allergic in
Think
Keith.
Brandon or Keith. Yep, that was
Keith
Keith.
was allergic. I think he still is.
You never stop.
Yeah, you do.
My brother's still deathly allergic.
I don't know. Because I know you could lose your allergy to food.
Well, yeah, that can happen, but it's not
Or
as
you can
often.
gain an allergy to food.
Yeah, but it's not.
That one's
as,
weird.
It's not as often.
Sorry.
Picture
Hey,
if you, picture if you did have an allergy to your favorite food. What would it
I
be?
would cry.
What would it
My
be?
favorite food? The spicy snack wrap from McDonald's.
Oh my god,
I get like 4 of those a night.
dude, mine probably Chinese, like sesame chicken or
allergic to the
general.
MSG. That would suck.
Dude, you want to be able to eat anything, unless it was organically
you know what MSG
grown.
stands for?
No.
So good. It does. Talking about that. So, I know we've had a couple snack times
Oh,
while we're
definitely
under
have.
the influence of certain stuff. What's the craziest food you've made or you could think of? I know mine. I made it the other 2-3 weeks ago.
This was back when we were in school.
Oh,
Before track.
I
It
know
was
what you're
the
talking.
night before a track meet.
I'm not even gonna drink that because I know what you're gonna say.
So, me and this kid over here decided to hang out with one of our buddies before a track meet because he was in track that year, and he was our ride to school in the morning because it was an early morning meet. Like we had to leave early. Yeah. Yup, and we did not feel the greatest the following day because we did not get much sleep, so we were dead tired. But not going into that story too much besides the food, we decided after having a little session to go upstairs and make some flour tortillas with mustard and sugar.
I don't think I ate it.
No, I don't think you added the mustard. I think you might have done mayo.
No, I hate mayo. Ugh.
I didn't. I forgot if you did or not, so I'm sorry.
I know it was you.
And
And it
did
might have been the
mustard.
other dude.
I did mustard.
No, I mean like who ate?
No, you ate it. You took a couple bites out of it, and then you said, "Fuck this, I'm
Oh,
done."
That was also.
I think we might have
10
also
years ago?
added cheese on it too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did add cheese onto it.
I don't know.
It did. Only
But mine,
yours.
right?
What is yours?
So, I had a session a couple weeks ago. I was like, ooh, this sounds delectable. So I went to the store, grabbed all my ingredients, grabbed burger patties, eggs, bacon. And then what happened was I punched the hole inside the burger patty, right? To kind of make it like a donut. I wrapped the bacon around it while everything's still frozen and like not cooked, so you can cook it evenly. So I wrapped it within the donut, so it was like a burger wrapped bacon with a donut. Fried that up, and then I put an egg in the middle of the hole. Fried that baby up, slapped it around a couple times, put it on the put it on the bun. Did lettuce, tomato, I think honey mustard.
Ew.
Honey mustard. That shit. If I can make it again, I would. I mean, I can.
Just
but-
no. No. That's a hard no.
Is the honey mustard?
No, I don't even want a fucking burger, bacon, and eggs.
That's just like
Give
a
me
breakfast.
steak, bacon, and eggs.
It's a breakfast burger, but with a lot of and it was cooked perfectly. It was.
It's not made out of steak, so it's not breakfast. It's a fucking beef patty. Who wants a burger for fucking breakfast?
I didn't say it was breakfast.
But you said it's
It was
like a
It's
breakfast.
like a breakfast burger, but it wasn't for breakfast. It was for dinner.
Yeah, but still. If you're gonna make a breakfast burger, make it out of either
Fuck is in the
sausage
fucking
patties if
nose?
you're gonna do a fucking patty.
But no, that would be mine. Or that is mine. But it was like I felt like it was like high level chef shit. So.
Well, yeah, I wonder why. You're
Oh,
under the influence.
It took me for like forever to make it, and it only took me like 3 minutes to eat it.
I love when that happens.
I think that's why I don't make it again, because it took so long. I think it took like 30 minutes to prep everything.
Oh, definitely.
Like trying to cut a perfect circle in a frozen patty.
Just
That
get a
shit.
fucking cookie cutter and just smash it in.
I don't have cookies. I don't bake cookies. Why do you bake cookies but you cook bacon? Right? You bake cookies but you cook
You fry bacon.
You're cooking bacon.
It'd be weird if you baked bacon, right? Isn't
No,
that-
baked bacon is good.
It is. I've had it
Okay.
That's where you just put it in the stove, like the
in the oven.
oven, yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's probably good enough for them.
It makes it nice and crispy.
Oh,
Sometimes
imagine
if you
trying
do
to
it right.
cook cookies. Oh.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
I've heard of no-bake cookies, though. You
Those
throw
are
them
good.
In the pot and
You just make them and eat
Yeah.
them.
yeah, nobody really.
Because they don't have like the egg in it or the
Something
Yeah,
like
it's,
that.
yeah.
it doesn't need to rise like a regular cookie does.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Dude, I think you short-circuited my brain a little bit. Because I'm sitting here trying to think of like because you're valid, but at the same time, like the reason why is because of the method it takes to actually make them.
Gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, 'cause I keep on like hearing like even like slamming the
Not
Your
even that.
glass
I
on
keep
there.
hitting my fucking brain on the table.
Why do you have blue in your class ring?
It's my birthstone.
Ah,
I did have black and yellow for the Falcons, but they both fell out. That's weird. I only thought the yellow did. I didn't
did you
realize.
get it at Walmart?
Let me tell you about that. This ring was like supposed to be $300, $400. I got it for like $100 because they kept messing up. It took them like 4 tries to get my ring right.
The size or just names,
The
everything?
first one, it was my name. They put Leis. I'm like, who the fuck is Lease? My name is not Lease, sir. They're like, okay, we'll fix it. Took like 2 months. Came back. Falcons was spelled wrong.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, dude, that's not how you spell Falcon. So had to do it again. They got it all right, but I think my number for my soccer jersey was wrong. I was like, that has to be fixed because I only had that one number.
what was your number?
25.
Fucking Jaden Sancho, bum ass.
It was
You
just
probably
because that
have
was
no
my
idea.
birthday.
Let's say you
I
probably have
don't
no
know.
idea who I'm talking about with that. It's a fucking Manchester United player. If anybody's a Man United fan and you know exactly who I'm talking about, you probably agree with me.
But no, they got that one wrong. And I was like, hey, this is kind of like an important number to me.
Oh, definitely.
Please.
Do you remember what my number was?
8? No, not
No.
8. 16?
No,
14, 12?
no.
11?
That was my football number.
12
Was
was your
12.
love, yeah.
No, it was
I
my
don't-
football number. But the reason for that was my number was already taken, so I just went with my brother's number
I don't
for
know.
football because he
What was
played.
it?
Eddie, do you remember my number?
For soccer?
Soccer, football, soccer, basketball.
They were all.
It was
Is
all
it-
say-
is
Was
it-
it 12?
No,
No, see, that's football.
12 was football. That's the
Wait,
only
is it a
number I
single
won.
number?
got
No,
Like,
it's a double. My first season was a single number.
but your
uh,
main.
Was it
Uh,
6?
No, you're close, but no,
7.
no.
5.
There you go. That was my first year in soccer. But when I was able to choose my number, what was my number? It was a decibel of 5.
10.
No,
15.
there you go.
I thought I said 15.
No, you said 12.
No, I went like 16, 15.
No, you
14.
completely missed 15.
Probably did. But
love my
you know what? I
Jesus.
remember that now.
Yours was like 33 in basketball.
I thought it was 36.
It was something like that. It was
Something like that.
no, Nikki was 36.
Do you
I
remember,
didn't.
like, in
I
basketball, the pity clap?
Protecting names.
I
That's
think
why
that one
said
would be
Nikki.
fine.
He probably would be okay with it. Now, what were you saying, Eddie?
Remember the pity clap, like when we did laps and the last people that could do it? Everybody just be going, get your ass back here. I was the one that
Oh, dude.
got the most pity claps.
You're talking about when we're doing fucking suicides because we
Yeah.
missed our free throw.
My favorite suicides were we had to go every line. It wasn't like
Are you talking about like
every
badminton,
single line. Yep.
volleyball? Y'all.
every single line
Eddie,
we had to run.
how did you love that?
Not at all.
Would you rather do that one, or would you rather do it where you go up to free throw, 3-point, half court, and then the other side doing?
I would
the,
definitely go old school.
Maybe the second
Old
one.
school.
the second one. Dude, I would rather do every single line.
No, because I'm not gonna break my ankles going.
Dude, that's a lot of running that you got to do, though. And
It is, but
for the right punishment, because that's what the suicides were meant for, were punishment, that had to fit. Especially, like, so when me and Eddie played our 11th grade year, when we weren't integrated with Romulus, do you remember the score at Romulus, what it was? It was a game I fouled out with, and it pissed me off because Coach had me, one of the tallest kids, playing on their shortest kid. And it was for that reason. Like, I was really quick and everything like that, and he had trouble getting around me to shoot. But the reason why I fouled out is he was so small, like he was so short, and I would have my arms out, and he would, in a sense, draw a foul.
Okay, yeah. The way that we were set up, like in who we were against and stuff, that was sometimes some interesting stuff.
It's position, like it was based off your position, unless you were like somebody like me, Andy, or like somebody that was really, really, really quick. Coach would want you on the quickest people, whether the height mattered or not. Like it's all based off your skill set. Like somebody like you were more big. Like he wanted you in the paint. He wanted you to protect the paint. Somebody like me, he wanted me to protect the paint, but he wanted me to also protect the paint on the border because of my speed, my ability to transition from going from outside the paint to going inside the paint with how quick I'm able to turn and get in the paint. But the score that I was talking about, it was when I got fouled out, the score was 66-33. And I think we ended up scoring more, and they didn't score at all after that. I think the final was close to like 82-33 or something like that. It was such a very high scoring game for us compared to them. And then we played them at home not long after that. We still shit on them, but it wasn't like that bad. Like they actually improved a little bit. But at that game, I didn't foul out. Do you remember Coach telling our point guard to chuck it down the court because they weren't guarding down there, and Coach told me to cherry pick?
Yeah. I know that.
And then event.
Across stuff.
Oh yeah, and then definitely they started stopping that, and like the first play that they tried to stop it, I'm sitting there and I see the kid in the paint getting ready to draw a charge. So I'm like, dude, I see you getting ready to do it. I'm not gonna start going inside the paint and get that charge call. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna shoot, but I'm pushing my body the opposite way. Oh, let me tell you, Coach pulled me off the court like right after that, and I got my ear chewed out. He's like, you should have went in and tried to get a foul and get the bucket. And I'm like, Coach, there's no way. His feet were planted, and he was set to take the charge. Like if I was to go into him like and body my way up, I was getting a charge call. There was no way getting around it. So I was trying my hardest to make sure I got the bucket without getting no foul. But.
yeah, that's why I didn't do basketball.
You would have been good on the second string. With your shiftiness, like even though you're not like really quick with being shifty, it's the ability to move side to side really quickly and change direction.
Yeah, but there's also like, hey, he's a little shifty. Don't.
I get where you're coming at with that, but that's not where I'm meaning. Like I'm getting at like your ability to move side to side and be able to change direction is nothing like some of the starters that played in basketball.
Yeah.
And you aren't up there with the level that I am, but that's also because sports I played, positions I played, and also I have trained myself to be that athlete. Like that's what I was training myself up throughout my whole high school career, was just to be an athlete. Like you would come down to my house when we were younger, and you'd just see me out on the road just shooting hoops, or just dribbling the basketball around. I was training, and you were just there to help me. Like because we would occasionally play some one-on-one, so you would help me be able to get the ability to my ball handling skills better. You would be able to help me. Understand like how do I take a certain shot when I have somebody on me, like especially playing close, like or playing further away, like how do I go up against it? And you definitely helped me with my defense because your ball handling skills, they weren't the greatest, but you do have a decent crossover. When you can,
I still do.
When you can get that crossover and be able to step back the way you do, that's most effective way to do a crossover. Is you need to be able to make sure you can get a step back if that's how the defender's defending it. And the way that I defend crossovers, it's extremely hard to cross me over. Yeah. But the way that you did it, you could have But
Yeah.
if you were quicker,
Quicker, and I actually was practicing.
yep, you would have been able to. Like
I remember I
that was
I could
one of
do
your
the
specials.
backhand crossover. That one. I was
Yeah,
decent
going
at.
going to the opposite side, but like your body saying you're going that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that so coach always told me, he was like, JJ, don't ever watch the player's hip. And
Mm-hmm.
football and soccer, though, that's the one rule is watch the player's hip. The hips
Yeah.
don't lie in those parts. Basketball,
You
your hips
fucking
can lie.
juke the shit out of people.
Your hips can lie, but at the same time, you're gonna eventually know that they're going one way because you're gonna watch their body turn. That's why the coach always told me, he's like, watch ball. Because the ball can lie too, but watch the ball and watch the person's hand and hips. Eventually, one of them's not gonna lie.
Right.
It reminds me of the song. It's all in the hips. It's all
What
in the.
song?
I don't know what song that is, but this is a moment where we need the editor cam, but
That fourth game.
we need the editor cam for that reason, and we could just have his face all blacked out until he's comfortable.
He's like, no.
Yeah, he's just
You like
sitting over
something
there.
on a Dateline where they got my face blurred and they changed my audio. It's like, I don't feel comfortable yet, guys.
Oh, so there was one day, in my week, I was bored, and bored leaf, of course. Hey, tattoo time.
Oh my god.
So, I now have done 5 tattoos on me, and the newest one is like a pair of cherries, but instead of cherries, they're little skulls. I don't know what it is with me and skulls, but
Your parent told you no more body parts
hey,
on
that's
you,
fruit. It's fruit.
but
a
it's
loophole.
skulls.
They're cherries that just look like skulls. They're cherries. If I was wearing shorts, you could see them, but I'm not gonna pull my pant leg all the way up there, like, hey. But
Why
no,
not?
'cause
Give the viewers a little leg tease.
no. Even
I'm
though they
sorry
know
if
what
there's kids.
some of my tattoos look like
I'm
from the one
sorry if
short.
there's kids that watch this and would be saying stuff like that.
No,
Yeah, but
someone might be watching them with kids.
Sorry, I had
But
to
no.
slightly adjust.
So I got my skullberry, strawberry.
When are you gonna be able to get one for me? To do my first fucking tattoo.
Let me get a gun and practice with the gun. Because right
Damn
now, I don't want to stick and poke you like 1,000 times.
Yeah, no, because that would be just
Yeah, it's
not even halfway through. I'd be like, dude, you're done.
yeah, it's soothing for me. That's why I've done 5 on myself. But
It'll be my first time. I need it.
yeah, you need a gun.
Yeah.
So let me get a gun, practice with it, and then I got you. But yeah, so skull-wise, I have the skullberry. I now have the pair of skull cherries. I have Lisa and Bart Simpson's skulls, and I have the bird skull. So, I don't know.
Your parents gonna whoop your ass.
I'd like to see her try.
Dude, I bet you she could.
She probably could.
It's like every parent has that saying. I brought you into this world, I could take you out. Especially
I
with
don't think she's ever said that to me. She might have when I was younger, but from what I can remember, I don't think she's ever said that one to me.
So some breaking news.
She's said to me, and it's with love, that if I was ever stupid, she would throat punch me with a stapler.
I have to go up and shake your mom's hand for that. I have to. She probably would be confused as shit, but... So, some breaking news football-wise, though. I just got it. The Cowboys and Tyler
Okay.
Smith have agreed to terms on a 4-year deal.
That's good.
I don't know what position, but...
I don't know. I have a lot of friends who are Cowboy fans.
I feel sorry for him. If you're a Cowboy fan,
Okay.
I love to
can't
tell you this.
do this
This
again.
isn't your year.
You guys are not them boys.
Far from them boys.
Okay, we can't keep doing it because last week, we like shit talked to the Steelers. We can't keep shit talking team.
Oh, wait until we start.
Wait until we're in like the preparing for the Super Bowl. Then we could shit talk whoever the fuck we want to.
No.
But like now, it's anybody's.
If my one buddy who is a football fan comes and be on this podcast, that's all that's gonna be happening between me and him. We're just gonna be shit talking each other's team. This dude's a Bills fan. I'm a Ravens fan. You're a Packers fan. You know how much hate is
Packers are
between.
2-0 so far.
Yeah,
Let's
you know
go.
what you can do with that information. Off
Go
pod.
to the Super Bowl. That's what we can do.
Dude, I would love a Packers Ravens Super Bowl.
That never could happen though, right?
Yes, it can. You're NFC. I'm AFC.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of Cardinals.
Yeah, no,
Cardinals and Packers can't.
no.
Because that's what Aiden wanted. I'm like, Aiden.
No,
when
no,
Aiden
that's
was
NFC.
little. I
It's
know.
NFC versus
When
NFC. That's a
Aiden was little.
championship game.
When Aiden was little, he's like, I want to see, Cardinals and Packers. I'm like, you'll never see it in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, not in the Super Bowl, but in the NFC Championship game, you might. It depends on if the Cardinals can get their heads out of their ass.
Out of 20 years, out of their ass.
When they had Larry Fitzgerald, they made it and
They were
lost to the
good,
Steelers,
but-
I think. Yeah, they lost the year they made it to the Steelers. The Steelers
Yeah.
won that year. I think that.
How many of the teams haven't gone to the Super Bowl? I know the Cardinals have never gone to the Super Bowl.
I think there's like 2 or 3.
There's like 2 that have never gone.
Houston has never went. Before they went and lost, they never
See,
went
that's
before.
something.
Yeah,
I'm talking
they-
about the teams that have never went, not
Yeah,
the teams that have lost.
Houston has never went. Cardinals, I don't know.
No, they've never gone.
No, they have.
Then they've went like once.
They played against the Steelers in one of them. No, they won a couple times. I think if they have any, it's like the old.
No, they don't have any rings.
No, if they have any rings, it's some of the old, like before the NFL became and like the Super Bowl
maybe.
became, like those old championship rings, not Super Bowl rings. They might have a Super Bowl ring. I don't, from like way early. I don't know, but I know they have banners from championship games and stuff like that. So they definitely have rings. I mean, Cardinals have been a long-standing team.
Yeah.
They just
There were-
it was St. Louis and then it was Arizona.
Yeah.
It's
I know.
it's like how with the Ravens, it was fucking the Cleveland Browns and they went to Baltimore. And with the Colts, it was Baltimore Colts and then they went to Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm. I do remember that.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
I
been,
don't remember that.
You were,
but-
yeah, you weren't even born yet. Because you were born a couple months after I was.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird to think about. You were born in the year after I was born, but you were just literally born a couple months after me.
Yeah. Same goes for Keith. So.
So Keith's just a couple days younger than me.
Well, yeah, but he
You-
months for me.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. Fucking, you know how many times me and Keith would argue, and then I would mention to him like, "Dude, respect your elders." He was like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm fucking older than you." And then he would always make that argument. Yeah, by a fucking couple days, asshole.
The baby at the group was Ed.
Yeah. By the time I graduated from high school, I was
Like,
I was
you
18.
just turned 18,
yeah,
right?
pretty much.
I was already 18 when I graduated. Yeah,
I was 18 for a couple months.
I turned 18 in the December of that year.
Yeah.
So, there is one topic I want to bring up, and we're not going to go too deep into this.
Okay.
Um,
I know where this one's going, and
This is
rightfully so.
and this is something that we had a conversation with off pod, just so you guys know, like our viewers. We had some devastating news and a devastating event that happened this week
And not just to us, like
to the
To
world.
the-
Well, not to the world, to the country.
like the nation.
Yeah, to the nation.
Almost.
And everybody, it didn't affect everybody, but it definitely affected a lot.
It
of
affected
people.
everybody, but in different,
ways. Yep. Okay, I retract my statement.
Yeah.
Go with your statement. It affected everybody, but in a different way. The way everybody has the way it affected me was not the same as say it affected you.
Mm-hmm.
Different views, different beliefs in certain areas, but that's
And
it.
Of course, we won't go into that.
Nope, I was just about
we
to say
don't
that's
want
as far as we're going into.
'Cause
Like
we
I was
don't
going into it.
want to politically get into it, but
Don't
as
also want to get me riled up because the topic
Yeah.
is very sensitive to me because I was a huge follower of this person. Like I didn't like not like a disciple type of follower. Like I just followed him on all platforms and just watched his videos and just kept up to date with some of the stuff he was saying. As you guys may already know who we're talking about, R.I.P. Charlie Kirk.
Mhm.
Any personal thoughts?
I would say, because I'm not gonna say I've believed in what he said or I don't believe. I did keep up with him.
Yep.
Like most people do, even if you didn't like him, you kept up with him.
Yeah.
But what had happened to him sucks only because of, like, not only because of the father aspect, but to me,
Yep.
it sucked the worst because of the father
Yep.
part.
And being such a young father too.
Like, he had 2 kids under the age of 1 or 2,
I was under the age of 5. I know.
or something like
know.
that. I know the one was like a year old and one wasn't.
I don't
that
know.
old.
I don't know how old his kids were. I just know he had two kids, and one of them was there at the event, which was very
Which also
tragic.
was horrible. So
And as a father, like, I would not want my kid
Yeah.
to be at it. Seeing that happen to me, I would not. Like,
Mhm.
it would. I would be broken even after the fact. Like, even.
oh yeah, for sure. Like, I wouldn't want, even if say we not so it, even say you hated the man, you don't want to wish that on anybody.
Nope. There were some of the topics that he was so heavily, like, he was so heavy on, like, he
Mhm.
would not move any of his opinions or what he would think of as facts.
Which is good. He stood his
yeah.
ground.
Yeah, that's why I loved him as who he was, and, like, as an influencer, I loved, like, his style. Like, he would not budge off his beliefs and what he believed was right and wrong.
Yeah.
Like, he stood his ground. He made sure his voice was heard, and he literally was a true American patriot,
Mhm.
based off how he was, and, like, being his personality wise was what made him a true American patriot. I'm not
Yeah.
saying, like, with his views and anything like that. That's more of, if we were to have a conversation off pod about that, you would see some things integrate within that. I do ask if it's okay with you too,
Mm.
that we have a moment of silence, and if you are religious and you do want to pray in this moment to either you two or any of our followers or watchers, go right ahead. Is that fine?
That's
To
fine.
have a small moment of silence to remember him, and to pray for his family if you want to pray,
Mm.
and just
Yeah, that's fine.
and then and including the Ukrainian girl too.
That
was
one was
just recently
horrible.
happened too. I don't want to get involved in that, because, like, a moment of silence for her too, and like, or and any other victims that happened that didn't make breaking news that we might not know about because it wasn't, like, huge stories.
Right.
If we want to have a moment of silence for everybody that was recently lost, just within the past month or past year,
Yeah.
and anybody that was affected, like, whether we know you or not, small remembrance.
Yeah, that's fine.
You guys ready? Thank you for that. I definitely feel like it was well needed for probably some people. Get some things off their chest.
Yeah.
And if you just recently lost somebody, it gave you a chance to sit in silence and remember.
Mm.
I
And of
know-
course, you guys could always post in the comments if you want to. We could help you get through some of the stuff.
Talking about comments, did we get any emojis in our last comments?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, but we did get like a voting. The 2 people did vote.
2 more people voted?
Well, 2 people in general from when I first checked, but I don't think I have any access to Wi-Fi to check any of that.
Mm.
Other
I
stuff,
don't. My phone. I need to turn my phone like on. I don't have any service.
But the 2 votes that I initially saw, they were for like, okay, yeah, bring some guests on as well.
Yeah.
That kind of
I
thing.
know I was probably one of the voters, and I did the guest. Like, I'm one of the followers on Spotify.
Well,
I follow us.
Spotify and YouTube.
Yeah, I subscribe on YouTube. So, like, if I see polls and stuff like that, sometimes I just don't pay attention to who it was. If I know the answer, I'll just answer it. So that might, like, one of them might be me. But I'm 100% for that. That's why, like, me personally, I've been going out looking for a
Yeah, I
guest.
got Isaiah.
And, yeah,
of
I
course.
think we got 2 right now that
And-
we're lining up.
I was talking to Aiden about it, and he said he would be down. That'd be obviously something we would talk about off pod.
Yeah,
but
because I would. Yeah, that's something we would have to talk about off pod for him. I mean,
Yeah.
as you know, me and you know one of the guests that we're seriously considering bringing on. The other one, I know you are in favor of it, right? The one that I brought up about the football
yeah.
talk. You're in favor of that too, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh, man.
with those 2, I feel like right
Yeah.
now, perfect.
Yeah.
We might, if we can get in touch with this, we might want to bring, in touch with this person, we might want to bring on one more.
Yeah.
We would just have to wait and see what they say. And I'm not gonna I'm not pushing for that one guest that we want,
Yeah.
because if they want it, they want it. If not, I know right now the one I personally talked to, he's 100% for it.
Yeah.
And I know our buddy, you've already stated before he's for it.
ready. We need to figure out a day where I'm not busy, obviously, and that he's not working.
And we could also plan in advance so he can let work know, like, hey, I need this day off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like if we give him a date in advance, like 2-3 weeks in advance, he can let them know. And like request the date off. Because I don't know what you guys do for schedule wise.
I think it has to be,
Is it up like 2 weeks? Like, is it for 2 weeks or is it like a weekend?
I think 2. And I think if like you ever want to like put in time or like
It needs to be 2 weeks
request,
in advance.
yeah.
Like any typical job, like if I know a day I need off, I let him know like almost the minute I know that I need that day off. Like I have court coming up one of these days up in October, and I told my job like, hey, I need this day off. Like there's no ifs ands or buts. I need this day off.
Oh, so going back towards the tattoos, right?
Yep.
Obviously, you don't have any yet, and I am up to 20. So, and even editor Eddie can chime in because Eddie don't have any at least.
Yeah, I don't.
So,
Watch him surprise us one day with just coming
Full
in
sleeve.
fucking full sleeve.
I'll be like, whoa.
I would be surprised. I would be like, okay, we have a bad
I'd be like,
influence
damn,
on the
Jay,
editor.
now your turn.
Oh, dude, I want a sleeve.
So that goes into my question: if price was not a question,
Dude, I'd
like
be
if
fucking
say it was free,
covered.
right? Say it was free, and you could go under anesthesia, so you could go big if you wanted to. What would you do?
So, I don't know if anybody if I told any of our followers or anything like that, or mentioned it in any of our podcasts, but my first my first tattoo is going to be the Deathly Hallows symbol. And it's going to go into the word always, which I will send that picture for you. So if you wanted to post it while we're talking about this as a visual description for the viewers. And if you're listening to on Spotify, go watch this on YouTube and you'd see what I'm talking about, or go look it up. You most likely will be able to see it, or to get a general idea of what it is. I might have shown you the one that says always on it, that has like all the characters and stuff like that is going to be integrated into it. It's the
I think
characters
so.
that spell the word always, and the Deathly Hallows is the A.
Right, because the W is the 3 goalposts.
Yeah, the 3 goalposts. And the Y, I think, is the scar with a broomstick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I want to get that like on this arm, probably like right here, because I'm not left-handed, so like my left arm, there's gonna be meaning to a lot of the tattoos. That tattoo is just because Harry Potter was and still is a major part of my life.
Yeah.
The reason why it still is the influence it had growing up. Then on this arm, I am getting a whole sleeve at some point for my grandfather.
Yeah.
It's gonna have his name, his date of birth, his date of death. I want to have a bald eagle with an American and a rebel flag, and integrate that into probably a memorial for like a Civil War reenactment, or get into like somewhat of a Civil War reenactment, or get integrate it into like anything Civil War related.
Yeah.
Because my grandfather loved Civil War reenactments. I think he was involved in a couple, but I'm not 100% sure. And then eventually I want to get something for our uncle who served in the Marines, maybe just the symbol or something like that. I would maybe not that, because I don't want a Marine coming up to me asking me questions and expecting me to be a Marine and me be disappointed when I just tell him it's for my uncle who was a Marine.
I don't think you'd be disappointed.
Some Marines have a very, very hard belief of being like having a Marine tattoo, especially with having the meaning of what it is and not actually knowing the meaning. Like Semper Fi has a strong meaning as a Marine.
Yeah.
I only know this because that's where I wanted to join, and it was because of Uncle
I was
Marvin.
thinking about it.
It was Marine or not or nothing, because I love the military. I would, if it wasn't for our uncle, I probably would have just joined like the Army, the Navy, or like any branch besides Air Force, because I didn't want to fly planes.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't do Air Force.
Yeah, no, I can't do the
I
flying.
could probably be like the gun dude in the back, but I wouldn't want to fly it.
No, I wouldn't want to be an airplane mechanic either, because that wasn't for me. Like, if I'm a beam mechanic in the military, let me be a diesel mechanic. Let me work on their Humvees, their any vehicles that they were using. Like, I wouldn't mind that. I'm mechanically inclined. But my main thing was I wanted to be a PFC in the Marines, private first class. And then leave the Marines after the 4 years, but I only wanted to make it as high as PFC.
Yeah.
Because that's only where Uncle Marvin hit.
Oh, okay. So you wanted to basically like not follow him, but
I wanted to do what he did,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to go no further than 4 years than the basic enlistment.
yeah. See, if honestly before we decided to do the podcast, I was really considering it, like just joining.
So you wouldn't have been able to.
I know, because of my age.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I think so. I think
Nope.
you can't
Nope.
enlist after a certain age.
Like 40.
I don't think it's 40. I think it's young. Right, continue.
No, it's 40.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
No.
You won't be able to join me. You would have to go sober for at least 2-3 months, get everything out of your system.
I went sober for 8 years. I can do it for 3 months. And then another 4 years. I could have. The first time I did a cold turkey too.
And that's what you would have to do is cold turkey.
Yeah.
Because you can't have no traces of it in your system, because you're going to apply it in a sense for a federal job.
I can't even check. I don't got service. Anyway, but yeah, I really thought about it.
What's the last age you can enlist in the military?
And then we're like, hey, let's do a podcast. I was like,
35.
okay, so I'm close.
You still could have joined.
I know. I said I'm close. So if I say, cross your fingers, knock on wood, that doesn't work out, I would consider it.
I can't. I was already told I can't join. ADHD, depression, anxiety, and it's well known. Because like the Marine recruiter that we had at our school, like
Yeah.
he was really for like me joining. Like he was constantly wanting me to join, and then like the last year that we were in school, he learned that I told him that I had ADHD, and he learned about me battling depression and stuff like that. He was like, he comes up to me, he's like, you're not going to be able to. He's like, I don't know you personally, like as like that, so I can't tell you if you're going to be able to pass this psych exam. But if you're battling depression, like from what I've been hearing as a kid, I don't think you're going to be able to pass the psych eval. They're not going to want to give a suicidal person a fucking gun.
Yeah.
Since you already hit it, just again.
You gotta press the button. Granddaddy burp. There's still a lot in here. I've been using like a lot of it. Yeah. It's rough. It's not like rough like that. It's just.
It's not like an actual fucking dab type rough.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember doing goobers like that. You were around that during that
No.
period.
One of the first times I like
That was
when I
with
came
our
back
other
to
cousin.
smoking, I went like straight to dab, and I died. I was like, whoa.
Nope.
Let me go.
Worst mistake.
Let me calm it back down and go back to weed.
Yep. Worst mistake. Just going straight to
now-
pure THC.
Now, honestly, this is just fine.
Dude, these are fucking wonderful.
That that conversation off pod was actually pretty cool when you were talking about it.
I still gotta try to get that in motion almost.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to think of a good way to approach.
I've tried to check. So, and this is, I felt it in my hair. So, this is actually genuine reactions because I have not told you or you. And I don't know exactly when it's coming. I have like a timeline. But I do have stuff for the pod coming.
Like what? Like what?
That's all I'm going to say.
Leave it a mystery.
Uh-huh. That way,
Is it merch?
maybe.
It's merch.
Okay.
I
We got
got
some merch.
nothing. So, I'll just say that. Not going to tell you what it is, but it is merch. And then I did get one more thing that we talked about last pod, but I don't. Well, when we were at last location, I don't know if it ever made the pod. But I do got something else, and I will tell you that about off pod. That way, if it isn't on pod, they don't know. But
Like put coming soon kind of
Yeah.
vibe to it.
like soon, like this, it should be here in like a week.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, damn. Yeah. So yeah, soon.
soon. So, because I've done that before. So I do have a clothing brand. I just don't have clothes. I do have a shirt for it. I did have two, but my son ruined the other one, which is fine. He's a little kid. I didn't get mad, but
Oh, dude, if my son ruins my Harry Potter shirt, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Like it would be more like here. I'm telling my mom like, here, take him. I'm gonna go outside, go smoke a cigarette. Like he just ruined my fucking Harry Potter shirt. My mom would be like, so you're bad. I'm like, yes.
no, I'm gonna. Little hint. It's nothing crazy because we don't really have anything crazy. It's just
No,
nice,
yeah,
basic,
We don't have anything crazy.
basic little merch, but something like put our thing in though.
Oh, yeah.
And there's not a lot, so don't be asking for it if anybody wants it. But
Yeah, no.
because there's a couple coming, but that's for like testing really more than merch.
Yeah, when we hit say 30 subscribers, start increasing merch and like get some merch sales trying to start.
what do you think about like the concept of having a poster, right? Like with cartoon versions of you guys, and you guys sign it, and it's an exclusive signed thing.
At some point, yeah.
Because I think that's something I've seen
Mm-hmm.
podcasters do, where they have a signed version of something.
So
Yeah.
like in the one podcast, this is slightly a shout out, but not really a shout out. So like if they were to ever see this, I highly doubt that they're gonna watch this podcast. But there's a podcast that I'm pretty sure I mentioned before, Through the Gryffindor,
Yeah.
where they go chapter by chapter, they're reading every single Harry Potter book, going chapter by chapter and analyzing each
See,
chapter.
if we had the time, that'd be crazy.
Oh, dude, I would love to do that.
I would love to do it, but that's not
That's-
a lot of work, but it's a lot of work.
It is because you got to read a chapter in a week and make notes, and at some point you like literally have to go through the whole chapter in a podcast and talk, which is not going to be hard to do with
It's
your
not
notes.
because we
We would
kind
have
of do it
notes.
already, but
Yeah, and we would have notes at that point, so we would have like a
That's it.
lot of
That's
talking
gross.
points. We would have a lot of talking points at that point with a book in front of us, doing it like that. But so they did it recently. Well, not recently, but where I was at in their podcast, they took out some like because they have multiple copies of these books of the Harry Potter books. So the ones that they were using for their podcast, where they made notes and stuff on it, they got them professionally cut. So like, there's no rips, there's no tears. It's clean
Okay.
cut. Like they cut their book open.
so it's not like bindered.
No, it's the book's open and they're selling it, and they were giving away individual pages that had their handwriting on it, and I think they might have signed some of them, or at some point they were doing it something where they gave away a signature, like something that was signed by them. And these guys have a big following too.
Yeah.
Like they started that podcast based. I can hear that being the
I
microphone.
heard the beat in the microphone.
But
That was weird.
they had their own YouTube channel that really blew up because of the
Yeah.
topic of Harry Potter. So they started doing that podcast because it was really, I'm guessing it was, they were asked to do one, and so they just started doing it.
Yeah.
And we just started ours based off of whim and the fact that I've always wanted to do a podcast, and because of the Harry Potter podcasts I've watched and some of the podcasts I used to listen to a little while ago before I just quit listening to that said podcast. Nothing against the podcast, I just got into different ones that drew my attention more.
I'm dying. Whew. I'm back. Maybe.
So, Editor Eddie, what tattoo would you get?
Oh yeah. That was a crazy segue.
Oh, that's definitely a transition right there. If I were to get a tattoo, it'd probably be probably something to kind of commemorate people I've lost, like
Damn.
names. You know,
I was about to
even
say,
dogs.
I was gonna make a bet with you and be
I
like, how
could
much you want to
see
bet it's gonna
you-
be some fucking Sesame Street character?
No.
Oh,
And like this is
God.
really, I could see you getting like the paw print tattoo.
Maybe. Like,
He
all
looks
for-
like the person to get the paw
Right-
print tattoo.
right
I'd
here.
probably get, like,
Right down his
Tom
back.
Holland.
He's not getting a tramp stamp.
That's a tattoo. He's good at
Well, if I
that.
were to get it printed on my ass, but
Get a paw print.
He's gonna get a big old paw print just straight on, smack that on his cheek.
It has
Yeah.
to be blue so you can be like, where's Blue's Clues?
Where's Bluey?
That's different. Blue's Clues, no,
Oh,
not Bluey.
It's a fucking kids show, same thing.
you know, you go to a bar, right? You say, "Hey, do you want to see the Blues Clues?"
Hey, see? Fourth camera would have been amazing on that one.
Oh, and I got dressed like that guy with the green shirt from Blues Clues.
Steve.
Steve, I got dressed like Steve when I go to the bar.
I couldn't swallow that because I was fucking
Yo.
laughing so hard.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That was good. Sorry if that was right in your ear, guys, but
You know,
That was
the reason
good.
why Steve left.
no,
Like
he went to
so
college, didn't
he
he?
went to college, but it was also because he was going bald.
So what?
They were like, nah, because Steve was supposed to be a younger person, and obviously Steve was getting old. And back then, you were losing hair like that,
Yeah, but we grew up with.
which was fine. I like Joe.
But I've never watched it with. Oh wait, I might have.
Joe
watched
was the
it a
one with the
little bit.
squares and the duck.
He
the
might
stuffed
have.
duck.
He might have I might have watched it at like.
Some point. The
At the
new guy,
end,
Josh, he's cool, but he's not Steve.
Nobody can beat the original.
No. He has a podcast, and he was like, I want it for like my Blue's Clues generation because they're now 30-year-old people
Yep. And
with problems.
And that's a lot of what podcasts are meant for, like our
Mm-hmm.
generation, or that like grew up with like Blue's Clues, Rugrats, stuff like
you
that.
know what's crazy about? So you know when he was drawing in the notepad all the clues? That's not him drawing. He never did a single drawing for that show.
I'm gonna have to listen to his podcast.
Right? It's cool. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was whatever he said on Blue's Clues, like towards the end of the show.
I have no idea. I can probably just search up on Spotify
Yeah.
Blue's Clues and it'll probably pop up.
Probably. He was also in a band, if I'm not mistaken,
Probably.
like a heavy metal or a rock band, some kind of shit like that.
Probably some pop grunge rock.
Something, I don't know. But that was cool.
It's fucking dogs.
Man, they're getting like royally ticked in there.
Let me fight you.
I
Let me
think
fight
they all
you.
tried to go after the cat.
I think they're trying to go after you.
Not gonna lie, the way that they were acting.
No, but we're sitting here and they want to be outside. That's what their issue is. But they're so rowdy. I don't want them knocking over the equipment, breaking the equipment. Because yeah,
Whoa.
that's an expensive fucking bill right there.
Another thing, right? So, guess I can kind of say it on here because that it's whatever now. So not legally, but
You need to quit hitting your ring on the
it
table
hurts
every time.
time. I'm
But
gonna just
I'm hearing just like dead silence every time you do it.
so not legally required to do it. Just I have to do it in a sense, but change my last name for
Yeah.
certain reasons. But I was like, ooh, should I go back to my old name or just go crazy with it and like come up with a unique last name? And I was thinking, like, because there's no law against it saying you have to go back to your surname. So, which is no shot at, you know, that side of my family because I love them. It's just that was old Leaf, and then when I changed my name, that was that Leaf, and now I'm in a new stage in life, and I think it's just a new leaf. That's really just where I'm going with it.
Ooh, maybe you could pick like a type of leaf, like leaf, and then like a kind of.
See,
Leaf
if I wanted
Maple.
to be funny, that's what I was thinking about. I'm like, I don't want to be called Mr. Maple. That sounds so like like the weirdo in a '90s cartoon.
What if,
Mr.
Like,
Rogers, Leaf Rogers.
No.
what if you got
Ew.
like a doctor degree online, so you'd be Dr. Maple?
And then I was thinking,
we
oh,
used to
funny.
call you Maple Leaf.
That's why I said Maple. What?
Dennis, we used to call you Maple Leaf.
I don't even know. I don't know why he called me that either. He called me
It's
at
Coach
one time
Owens,
and it's
right?
stuck. Yeah, and it's just stuck for all of high school.
And didn't he call you that in middle school, or was that just a friend thing?
No. He started it in high school. He started it.
I remember calling you Maple. No, that was probably when I was just picking on you. I would call you that, but it not as like a nickname. No,
Yeah.
it was just like I'm picking on you, so I'm just
Yeah.
gonna call you Maple Leaf.
But no, I was like, ooh, and then I was gonna be funny and be like, oh, Leaf Green, like the Pokemon game, Leaf Green. And
But your
then-
name's not spelled appropriate, like your first name.
So? And my name's not really Leaf, if you want to go like that. Everyone says it wrong. Even my mom says it wrong.
It's Leaf.
It's Leaf. Leaf.
You can always go with the last name Pikachu, because when you walk up to a girl, it's like,
Leif
hey, why don't you
Pikachu.
get Pikachu?
Leaf Pikachu. There you go.
And then I was like going with like, because my name.
That's not me.
I
hit
don't even
my.
know what the hell that
I
was.
hit my shit on.
Oh, and then I was going because my name is obviously Scandinavian.
Yeah.
So I was like, ooh, and to kind of not poke
Mine's
fun at
fucking
Leaf Erikson
Bible.
because that dude was cool. He's a G. And then my zodiac is Aries, so I was like, Arison, Leaf Arison. That sounds cool.
That would be pretty neat.
And
I
it would
heard
be
a
spelled
slight-
Arieson. Something over there.
AC.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry if you're hearing a vibration. I was hearing it through my mic. It's
I
the
only
AC
hear
in
it
the back.
like that. Is it bad?
It's not bad, but I can hear it. That's how I heard it. Through
Oh
the mic.
yeah, I can hear it on that mic. Oh yeah, I can hear it now. That's
You're
weird.
it must say now that I mention it, you're
Yeah, no,
paying
I can
attention to
hear
the
it. No.
headphone.
But no, I was like, something unique. And I love my mom. But the first and last name she suggested was so bad. And
Do I even want to know?
So, and this wasn't when I gave myself tattoos. At the time, I only had like, I think 14 tattoos, right? But she's
Yeah.
like, oh, you have a lot of tattoos. You should make your last name Inked. I'm like, Mom, I'm not going by Mr. Inked.
No.
That just sounds weird.
That's a typical mom answer, though.
I was like, no, I'm not inked enough to be called Mr. Inked.
No, you're like you're not full out
No.
fucking ink.
Now, if I was like head to toe, like everything head to toe, maybe,
Eyes
but still
to
no.
inside your
Oh,
ear.
hell, I would not.
Your
Props to the people who get their eyes tatted. That shit, no.
You would never see that come from me.
I would do the ear, get inside the ear.
No.
That one sounds cool.
Just no,
And then the one behind the neck.
no.
Oh, I don't think I ever did my tat. I don't even know what my choice would be. Ew, my whole back with a Japanese style tattoo.
I can see that with you.
That'd
yeah.
be cool.
I can definitely see that with you.
Ooh,
So
a Japanese styled Pokemon tattoo. That would be fire.
Yeah. So your topic of the name change.
Yes, and that's why I brought it up because obviously, I know your past. They don't need to know that.
The
obviously.
only thing, so I don't like going by my legal last name, but I will. I go by it.
Yeah.
I
Like if you
no other choice. But
have to, then.
if I like my friends have always known me, and some of my teachers have always known me by my chosen last name.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I've ever told you two that history about that chosen last name.
Trying to see if I remember it.
When I bring it up, because I'm gonna bring it up, like with the last name and like with the history. So the reason for my choice of my last name that I prefer to go by, and that I'm eventually gonna be changing my last name to,
Mm-hmm.
is based off a famous gang back in the 1800s from upstate New York. And the reason for that is personal.
Yeah.
It's called the Loomis Gang.
Oh. Yeah, I know Loomis now. Yeah.
Yep. Editor Eddie, do you remember me bringing that up, the Loomis Gang?
This is kind of the first time I've heard the Loomis Gang itself.
So back in the 1800s, brief history, there's documentaries out there which I actually do highly recommend for anybody to watch it if you're actually interested in that. Back in the 1800s, my ancestors, I can't go all their names, but they were considered the Loomis Gang, and some of the people that were involved weren't Loomis. Like it wasn't the Loomises themselves. Like we had some of the people that were involved that weren't our descendant, like personal family. But the biggest ones that were involved was my ancestors, which is the Loomises. We used to steal horses from the Confederacy and sell
that's
them
cool.
to the Union.
Oh, that.
And we used to steal horses from the Union and sell them right back to the Union. And we used to go around, like they used to go around stealing horses from farms, like local farms and stuff like that, to sell.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a whole swamp, and their back lawn is where they used to hide all these horses.
Right.
Because nobody wanted to go back there because it was a swamp. The Loomises knew that swamp like the back of their hand. Well, there was this cop that eventually just started going after him like die hard until eventually it started becoming a blood feud. I can't give you details like of how anybody died at that close to the end of like the feud between the cop and them, but that's how pretty much the thing is more well known as through the feud. Because yeah, we were a big, well-known gang, but you couldn't stop us doing what we were doing back then. Because we had every lawmaker, everybody in our pocket, like they had them in their pocket. Because they were just so successful at what they were doing.
Right.
So the mother of this family, she told every single one of her kids, you are not allowed to come home until you steal something. So when they left the house, they had to come home with a stolen object. Every single time. No matter whose it was, it had to be stolen. And the mother definitely checked. And if you came home and you did not have a stolen object in your pocket, she would send you back out into town and tell you come home with something stolen.
See, I'd steal from mom. I mean, I got stolen.
I don't think she would have, that mother would have allowed it because she wanted them to be.
Right.
It was they were trying to, in a sense, and they were successful at it. They were successful at it by creating a criminal empire.
True. That's pretty cool though.
Like I said, if you definitely want more information and like go into like a deeper dive, especially of the feud, look up even on YouTube. I think that they might have it on Prime. I don't know, but just look up the Loomis Gang documentary.
Right.
There's multiple out there. They could be 20-minute long. I know some of them that I watched were like 45 minutes up to an hour long, and it's actually really interesting.
That's cool.
that's how I learned about it was, well, learned the information that I know about it was through the documentaries I watched. But my mom told me growing up that was part of our history, and I'm like, that's actually really interesting. And to know that like we didn't go out and we weren't like big, well-known gangs like the ones that we have nowadays,
Yeah.
and like as bloodthirsty as the ones that we have like nowadays, can be. We weren't never anything like that. We were just a criminal enterprise that were just labeled as a gang,
Yeah.
which is understandable. Like the history of what happened, that's understandable why
Right.
they were labeled as a gang. Because I'm pretty sure that they're the ones that labeled themselves as the Loomis gang.
So was that their last name or?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's the Loomis family.
Um,
The Loomis gang is based off the Loomis family. That's why I would have it as my last name. It's a surname. And so biggest, and that's not my personal reason for choosing that either. That has a play into it because I love the history of it.
right.
But my personal reason is my grandfather was the last Loomis alive until he passed. This was way back when we were kids. He passed.
Yeah.
And I've had this thing, like this idea since then. I want to continue that last name. I don't want that last name to die.
Right.
So if I can change my last name and give it to my son,
So is that what you would do?
yeah. The minute I would change my last name is the minute that I'm 100% submitting it to be his last name to be changed to that. I don't even care if the middle name has to stay the same. That last name is going to be changed to that
Right.
because he is my son. That last name is to be continued through generations to come,
Yeah.
and that I feel that strong about it because my grandfather was strong in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was my grandfather, but he was like a father figure.
Right.
He had that much influence on me. When he passed, oof,
Yeah.
I was not the same. Still am not the same. I rarely go see his grave. I'm not the type to really go see graves either.
I see my people every now and then, but I don't go.
I see Uncle
a lot.
Marvin every year, once a year. I
I
always
don't
go see
even-
his grave once
He's
a year.
in Lodi, right?
T-Bird.
T-Bird.
Yep. He's right near Grandpa
Oh,
Ralph and
yeah,
everybody. Yep.
Never
So-
mind, because that's where Grandma is.
Yeah. He's buried. So Grandma's, I think, back here. He's buried like over here. It was a mix-up within
Yeah.
like plots at that time. So
Oh, Grandma Val, she's getting her stone finally.
nice.
Yeah. They gotta dig the hole, pour the concrete, and then.
Yeah. So, you guys, I know, heard about my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So, not long after, did somebody, I'm not going to mention who it was besides off podcast, but it was a family member of his,
Mm-hmm.
ended up getting a headstone for him. My mom wanted to get one, like she was in the process of trying to get one.
Yeah.
But they ended up doing it, and Mom was going to pay him back, and they just told my mom, don't worry about it. Like, he may have been a fucking asshole. Love you to death. But yeah, he may have been a fucking asshole. But the people he was close to within his family,
Mm-hmm.
you could tell, like, they had that bond because they had it growing up. They were really close growing up. It's like me and you,
Yeah.
family-wise. It would be like me and you. We've always had that bond where no matter
Even
what.
if we get into a fight,
Yeah,
which we've gotten to plenty.
not as
Not
often.
physical fights, but like
But not as often as, say, like me and Keith.
yours and Keith was like every other week.
Yep. And then, like, me and Eddie would get into spats.
Yeah, those spats.
But our spats was more sports. Like, when we started talking about, like, our practices and, like, us talking, like, trying to give each other inputs,
Yeah.
that's where our spats would come into play because we would remember certain plays other ways because of the way, like, coach would teach you how to play the position compared to me. Because coach had his unique ways of putting you. That's one thing I remember.
you were very hard to place because you either got Eddie who can get a decent shot in the paint, might not make it, might make it, or you get the miracle Eddie who coach just tells him if you get the ball, no matter where you're at, just shoot. Eddie gets the ball outside the
Does
three.
his hook.
No. He's just outside the three, and he could be right up to the line, or he could be friggin' 20 steps back home, and he just shoots it and cash money's it. Just swish. That's all you hear. Besides, like through the team, all you hear after that is Miracle Eddie.
Now, there's a story about that where, like, you were on my basketball team, and I wasn't really on the main court during most of the season. It was my first year, I think.
No,
basketball.
yeah. So you're talking 10th grade VG. No, did you play with me in 9th, or was that just
No,
Ivan?
I joined in 10th, and
Yep. So it was just Ivan,
yeah.
9th grade.
So basically, I wasn't allowed to
Oh
play
yeah,
that
you
much.
you did join in 10th because I technically took you under my wing because you were my friend, and I'm like, shit, it's South Seneca and Romulus merged, but yeah, continue with what you were saying. I'm sorry for interrupting.
So basically, like during like the last game or something, they're like, Edward, you can shoot now, and I had 2 opportunities to shoot. The first one I came so close, but the second one I shot a 3 and nailed it. And I just remember the whole group coming around me and being like, "Whoa, yeah!" Because
Didn't we lose that game anyways though?
we lost. That's the only reason why they even let me on the court. So
No.
we were gonna lose, but
Okay, yeah, the Romulus, when we were mixed with Romulus, yeah, Coach Lent, though, was different. Whether we were winning by a lot or losing, Eddie, you had your time besides in fucking sectionals. That pissed me off. Me and you were not given enough time on that court in our fucking last sectional, like our last game together. That sectional match in our
Yeah.
11th grade year.
yeah, I mean, a lot of the times
So,
he tries to set me aside. Like,
I've never asked you this.
Yeah.
Why didn't you move down to JV when Coach asked you?
I just found the way he asked just disrespectful. A lot of it. That was the main reason. It's just a lot of that.
I understand. I was just curious, and I'm not complaining because that gave me playing time. But I was always curious. Like, I know he asked you, and you said no. And I think he wanted to go ask Nikki, and I just volunteered. Because I'm like, Nikki's going to say no.
That's why you went to JV?
My last 2 matches of 11th grade year before sectionals, yes.
Huh.
So I knew Nikki was going to say no because he was getting a decent amount of playing time on varsity level. I was getting more playing time than Nikki. Well, Ivan, I'm sorry, it's out of habit, but I was getting more playing time than he was because I'm not saying I was better than him, but our play styles were different, and the way that Coach integrated me was the way Coach wanted to integrate me, and it fit me best, which was the 6th man. And as a 6th man, you're going to get more playing time. You're going to be pretty much just like a starter.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you remember 11th grade year, I was almost pretty much a starter. I would maybe start a game or 2 games a season, like that season, but I was getting a decent amount of playing time.
Yeah.
Which it would piss me off when you wouldn't get none in some of the games. I'm like, Coach, I doesn't like we may be down by like 3, maybe give Eddie a fucking opportunity.
Yeah, he wasn't one for doing that though. He
No,
runs
that's
with
why
the
I
same
only played
people
the
to
one
the
year. I
ground.
was like, this
He
is
could,
not
like
for me.
Andy, for example. He'd run that guy to the point where he's sweating and feeling like he's gonna vomit.
That is true. Andy,
I remember one time.
you were at a couple of our games.
This wasn't even at a game. It was during gym class. Playing basketball, obviously. No, we were playing the indoor soccer.
Oh,
Yeah.
When we would play soccer, like the indoor soccer.
they
Duh.
fucking the girls hated me when we played that.
No, Andy, killing it like always. And then I'd turn around such a perfect time. I just see Andy, mind you, indoor soccer go. I'm like, Andy, we're not outside. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you just spit on the gym floor.
He shined it.
He's like, oh damn.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I almost did something like that.
Oh.
Because when you're playing soccer, yeah, you could just
Yeah.
no issue.
You know what?
Same thing with football.
My favorite one though was ultimate frisbee. Put you, me, and Keith on a team. We were killing everybody.
Dude, especially with me learning how to get like underneath everybody.
I was
get
just
it,
whipping
go
it. I didn't
up.
care if it hit anybody. I was like, bah.
And you just-
it'd bounce off the ground, go all the way to the end, and Keith's just magically there.
Well, if it hits the ground, it changes possession. You gotta remember that.
No, I was True. So it would almost hit the ground. That's what I meant to say.
You would have to almost like skim.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I was saying. Like I would
No
be
one-
able to get underneath people and just get it. And
I didn't even try. Like I was weirdly good at ultimate frisbee for no reason.
Same.
It was just I didn't. It was like, and they're like, "How'd you fucking curve it?" I'm like,
Dude, it,
"You just."
if need be, stop them. If need be, stop them. They shouldn't be. But fucking yeah. Brandon, when he started learning how to,
Brandon with the flick wrist thing. Yeah.
dude.
when we were
I
playing
ended
it
up
at
getting
Bosie's.
Dude, I ended up getting that down like the last like almost our senior year. It took from fucking like 10th grade all the way to senior year to pretty much get
Yeah.
that down.
Yeah.
Brandon
Ultimate
went to
Frisbee,
10th
that would
grade.
be
He's
cool.
just
Make an ultimate frisbee team. I'd be down.
get a small league, possibly. Yeah, we have to figure out. We would have to look up the rules and everything again. I don't remember much of the
I
rules.
don't remember like. any
Dude,
of
I've
those.
always wanted to get like a summer league for basketball or soccer out here going, but they don't keep the nets up on their fields long enough.
Oh, another thing. Talked to Eddie about. You probably kind of remember, but it kind of goes with our whole thing that you were talking about. I was like, and that's another thing I would do. Like, I want to like create my own strand, and I know that's gonna take a lot of work, a lot of prep.
For
Yeah, but not even for that. Like in general too. But I was like, what would be cool names? Something obviously for us.
you had to start cloning.
Ready?
Yeah.
There's a fire name. Remember the name? Don't say it, but do you remember it?
Yeah, we were talking about it in the car. And we were
So
coming
I
up
was
with
like, obviously it has to incorporate us, because that would kind of be like our
Our brand, yeah.
brand with them, and something Seneca County is known for. Ready? Small town sour grape. Because sour grape is wine.
I was thinking of something completely different.
No, we're not doing that.
If you know,
We're not doing that. But no, small town summer grape. And then he was like small town summer breeze. Make it a fruitier flavor.
no.
Summer breeze.
Finger Lakes is known for Wine County. Well,
I know,
wine
that's why
country.
I said sour grape.
Yep, that.
And you could do
sour
like
grape.
sour diesel and grapeade. Ooh.
Yeah.
That'd be a
Yeah.
fire combo.
That's why, like, you see me sitting here, like, agreeing, like, yeah, because.
And then he was like, we should do our cartoon faces on like the pens.
So that would be an idea that we would have to talk to about incorporating
Yeah.
Yeah.
if we get to that point. So yeah, that's later down
Like
the road.
way later down. But that would be cool to make
Oh,
our
definitely.
own strand.
Oh, definitely. Dude, picture of that shit fucking pops.
But yeah, imagine people being like, yeah, I want to buy that small town sour grape. Dude.
Dude, just going to if I was to go to a dispensary and just see that, I would be like, bro, I want this. Like, I already know what it's gonna be like, but I want it, and I'm gonna put it in a fucking case and just be like
Oh,
the
the
first one
first
I
one, I
bought
wouldn't
at a
smoke
fucking
it.
dispensary. No, the first one we were to get, yeah, no, that's going in a fucking case too.
Yeah.
Like, and
But
it's just
it would be fire.
it's not the fact that of what it is, it's the memory of what
Right.
it would be
And
like
even
later
creating
on.
it, it's gonna take a long time to create it.
And it's gonna take a lot of planning.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And testing, right?
Te-
Yeah.
You guys get,
Testing.
you guys get some time to test it, huh?
yeah,
But no, I've always wanted to make my own strand. But then
I
when
wanted
we-
to, so it was either strand for me or just something that integrates
related.
small thing, like smoking, not whatever. It's,
Smoking.
but integrating
in the old days.
integrating smoking with me, it's either a strand or like papers or just something like that. I wouldn't mind my name being attached to.
Right. But no, I would be down if they were like, hey, we can do it.
Oh, definitely.
That would be
That'd be dope.
phenomenal.
Definitely, and just tell them like we would be the testers until we feel like it would be good, and then like start getting it
It
out
needs
to a
little
couple other
bit more
testers.
sour diesel.
It,
Or whatever we would choose.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that. But sour grape, I like that.
so do I. The reason for the breeze that I'm not too fond of is what
He was like, what was the flavor supposed to be in that one? The summer breeze.
So is it like a fruit punch thing? Was this a specific or blueberry?
I
no,
don't
they
remember.
I'm trying
want to be
remember what it
blueberry.
was. You were making
I think
another
he said
one
like
from-
strawberry something. And I was like, that does sound cool.
But so my argument with that is you're gonna associate summer breeze with like a beach. What fucking beach do we have around here?
True.
Yeah, not much of one.
We have
No,
we have lakes.
We have lakes.
There's
with-
no beaches.
with
We have
points.
lakes.
Yeah, we have points.
Yes.
Not that many.
Not really
No,
much of any.
we have lakes. The only beaches we would have is if we were to go down to out near the ocean or down to the city.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like small town, and if we do come over from more, obviously still keep the small town. Like the small town would be
Oh,
a
definitely.
perfect beginning part. But no, yeah, I had that idea when he was driving me back.
That's definitely a good idea.
Yeah, I like the idea. I mean, it'd be good to build from
Yep.
that.
Oh, yeah, it would definitely be a good way for brand
Yeah.
exposure and stuff like that. Yeah. People go to buy and they're like, "Where does this come from?" And like the people that were to sell it were to actually be informed and be like, "This is literally based off like the podcasters made this," and like the name is almost like it's pretty much associated with it. You just small town
And that's
butts.
what we were thinking, like putting our face on it.
Our logo, yeah.
Yeah.
Which talking about that would be something off pod that we would talk about is logo, which
Yeah.
we probably should really get into for like our thumbnail for our, well, not our thumbnail, but like our picture on our YouTube and stuff like that and our Spotify,
Yeah.
which I think we pretty much gotten one established right now.
So
I haven't looked at it too much yet.
we kind of have one,
I know we have one on both.
cause I know, I like the font and I like the color of the one that's on the group chat. Yeah, it's not obviously just the thing. It's with like the movie poster.
Oh, it's the same. It's the
it's the
same.
small town buds in the yellow font with
It's that one.
something like that one, that yellowish font.
Yeah.
Show Eddie, because I can't get it on there. My phone's being.
I was gonna say
wild.
it's that one that I was talking about.
That's our logo.
And I was thinking of like, are we gonna? This is a conversation for.
Oh, fuck yeah.
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 I just realized you labeled this as comedy.
I would think we're
Well,
funny.
the thing is like
No,
I didn't know
I-
what to label it as.
No, I was just I'm not saying we're not funny. I
Comedy.
You got so many categories to put it under. I didn't know really what.
Is
to,
there-
I just remember us laughing about stuff, and I was like thinking.
we can definitely like with some of our
I would
ideas
think
or.
we're comedy.
A little bit.
Dude, so
Semi-comedy.
I talking about that. I watched just like yesterday. I watched the one where we played Who Knows Better
Yo.
or whatever. I was surprised by some of the answers,
I was like, really?
but so some of the ones like I already some of the ones I figured I knew.
Like
there
the
was like
president?
one that
I was
I
like, the president? He thinks he'd be better.
Yeah, it's good that I kept it a good portion of it secret because the
And
way
then
you guys pointed.
Not gonna lie, and I knew based on how we were talking when Eddie was like, "Who do you think's the better looking one?" I'm like, I know we're picking me.
because and I already said it like because you said I already know the answer. I'm like I have no self confidence.
But see that
I don't care though at the same time. Like I know who I am.
I don't got a lot of. I think that the tattoos also help. That's why.
The only thing that helps with me is my blue eyes, and I'm 6'2".
Yeah.
Only two things is my baby blue eyes
and when
and
I
my
had long,
6'2".
long hair,
Some people want me to go back to long hair, but I'm like
I'm
I can't.
going back.
I can't.
No, that's about to be winter. I'll be fine. I'm
True,
going back.
true. But I work in a kitchen, so my hair can't be super long.
Man bun it.
Fuck no.
Hey, I looked good with my man bun.
You would never catch me wearing a man bun. Because that's not me.
It's definitely an interesting style choice.
And my point exactly. That's why I said it's not me.
Well, I'm not, but I didn't do that top bun thing. That top man bun where it's like that and the hair's down on the back. That one was weird. I didn't like that one.
I had like a boss for a while that had a man bun. It didn't work.
I thought you were about to say you had one. I was like,
No,
whoa.
no.
Whoa,
He
wait.
had a man bun, but it looked rough.
What would you look
Editor
like with
Eddie.
long hair?
Editor
No, wait,
Eddie
your
would-
hair goes curly, right? It doesn't.
Yeah, I look like Shirley Temple on crack.
See, I was gonna say you almost get the.
Editor Eddie with a man bun.
That'd be.
Wait,
like,
how about this? Ready?
Rough. That'd be rough.
Packed right now. Let's grow our hair.
Full out grower hair.
Full out grow our hair. Let's do it.
Right now, this is about as much as I've ever grown it out.
See,
Right
so
here.
let's do it. If his is already the biggest,
Dude, you've seen me with
That's-
long hair.
We're gonna look like him.
That's just like fucking Snape's hanging behind me in fucking
that's fine.
curtains.
My
And I
hair
get
gets
bangs like a
wavy. My
bitch.
hair gets wavy.
Back here goes like this. It starts to curl.
But no, that'd be cool. Just to see the progress, because obviously we're filming it, and we'll be like, yeah.
I say we would get a haircut before we start that.
Start fresh from zero.
I'm not going bald again.
No. Not a buzz cut. We all get a fade.
Okay.
Basic fade.
Okay.
Where you still have hair on your head, and it's almost like, you see the length of mine? You're going a little bit shorter than mine.
Oh lordy, that's short.
And then you start growing it out.
You know, I think would be funny. Start out like with a Red Foreman. You know. You're like the
You go for
No,
that.
yeah, you can go for the
Okay,
Mr.
We all
Foreman.
do a ridiculous
So which one goes
haircut, and then you can go out.
I would do fucking Napoleon Dynamites, but I can't
get the-
because
I'd
that
do a
would be
mohawk.
this one.
I'd do a mohawk.
Multicolored hair
No, I'm not
mohawk.
doing multicolored again. No.
Come on, I would love to.
Halloween's coming up.
I would
We
like
got
to
a
see
Halloween
you.
episode.
Halloween. Ooh. No, we did. We talked about a Halloween episode.
Did we?
Yeah. Wasn't it we were gonna film it in the cemetery,
Well, that was a thought. Yeah, I guess.
right?
Right.
At night,
Yeah. Spooky podcast episodes.
this motherfucker's willing to do a spooky podcast in the middle of the
In the
night.
middle of the
in
night.
Ovid in
Yeah.
the cemetery.
Yeah. Not even the main. Can we do the unmarked one by the bank? Because I've seen activity there.
That'd be interesting if we get like a ghoul ghost.
How can we go to the big one for JJ?
I want to see if Waldo's alive. I want to meet Waldo. Dude, so if you guys ever remember the game, have you ever found Waldo?
You mean where's
Where's
Waldo?
Waldo? My bad. It's been a while. But you have that
Whoa.
game, Where's Waldo? I'm sorry to tell you, I found Waldo.
Apparently he lived in Ovid.
Yeah. And he didn't make it.
His glasses are on this.
His glasses might be sitting there off a rock.
I think he joined a cult and drank a fruit punch.
Oh no. Yeah, I mean it fits Ovid, so. No hate. You could not tell me back in the day Ovid did not have a cult.
You know what'd be terrible is if like
I
we
still see
have
those
it.
witches in the. Never mind. I was walking one day and I saw like a campfire and there was like people chanting and I'm like, nope,
That's a good time to definitely.
Where was this?
right in Lodi.
Were they wearing sheets?
I don't know. All I heard was the chanting and I was like, I'm not gonna go any closer to figure out what they're saying.
I could just imagine it
But
going.
no, because I saw the light of the camp, like the fire. Hopefully it was a campfire and they were just chanting music. But I heard chanting and I was like, nope. That way is closer to my home, but I'll walk the long way. No. And this was a while ago. This was like high school leaf. So like a while ago.
So probably some people are no, because we didn't have many people our generation growing up around there. You just
See,
had people.
I don't know who it would be. That was my point. Just chanting around a fire. So I'm like,
And
no.
I was never involved. Like he never came and tried to wake me up to get me snuck out of the fucking house.
I wanted to forget about it.
No, I'm talking about any time of your nighttime strolls. Or did you just not want to piss off my mom because you knew how bad she can get?
Yeah.
Eddie, do you remember how bad she got? With like the school wise, and she wasn't really. The only time she got involved with sports was the day I fouled out against Romulus. She was trying to get me to calm down because I was livid.
I've had too many of these.
Do you remember?
Little bit.
Who remembers the fact that she would come, that if need be, she would come storming into the school, fucking screaming up us.
What year was it? Your mom was there like every other day. What year was that?
Probably 7th.
Possibly. Yeah, 'cause
It's probably
I
seven.
think it was the year.
I never got
That-
suspended that year, but I got into a fight that year.
Another thing off pod for a cool guest, and I can get in touch with him, but I'll talk about it.
I'm
Obviously,
gonna say it depends
Yeah.
No, you would be down for it. If you knew, you probably know who it is, so you would be down for it. But I know
Oh,
you.
I have another idea too of one.
I have
And
like
you
7
would-
ways of getting in contact with them.
And you would be one of the best ways to get in contact with this other person.
If it's the same person, that's fucking wild.
Might not be.
It would.
We worked with them. The one I'm thinking of, we worked with.
Then it's not, because we never worked with this one. We all did something, but it wasn't work.
Don't word it like that.
Never mind. That's
On that note,
emoji time.
Ooh, yeah.
3 again. I like the
always
3 thing.
we
Has
choose.
it always been 3?
Yeah, I think it's been 3.
But say
consistently, right?
you and
But
Eddie, you and Eddie chose like pretty much all the time, and then we just started in an agreement where we all choose
Yeah.
for this podcast. American Eagle for me,
Oh, American Eagle.
the bald eagle,
Okay.
or the
I was
eagle,
like,
or a flag. One of the
That's
two,
cool.
whichever is more accessible.
grapes
I'll
for
choose-
small town sour grape.
Yeah, that'd be
Mine's for respect,
Yeah.
for what we talked about earlier in the pod.
I choose bear.
A bear.
Ooh.
And you just like spit these out like they're nothing.
That's actually a really interesting one with everything that we've pretty much picked.
Yeah.
Bear is a feared animal in this area, which is some of the we've talked about some of the topics that have been around this area. I can hear that playing in this.
That's what I was saying. That plane is crazy.
That's really loud because I can hear like the humming just in my ear. And then
I'm almost done with that.
with yours, the grapes because of that, and then mine, the flag for me, the American flag for me, for mine, not
So,
the bald eagle, but the
American
American flag.
Bundle of grapes, because I think that's the only emoji there is, and then a bear.
Yeah, sounds
That's
like
pretty
a good
cool.
one.
Yeah, I definitely like those choices and agree with them, and I feel like they definitely all 3 fit.
Fit for the pod, which is cool.
Even though Eddie is the one that just randomly chooses one, and
It
he
still works
actually,
somehow.
somehow in this one he actually hit it right on the head, in my opinion.
It could go with a different reason, but off pod for.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you
probably
why.
off-
I'll tell you why. It goes better with a different reason, and you'll agree, but off pod.
Yeah.
But anyway, you probably already know it. This was Leaf.
This was JJ.
Oh, keep forgetting. Don't
Forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Once again, this was Leaf,
This was JJ.
and this was
Small Town Buds.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching in this small town haze. Buds of laughter blooming in the twilight phase. Stay tuned for more as the shadows play. Wishing you a lovely bittersweet day. Echoes of the funky in a melancholic sway.